Hi guys, Tammy here from Flex Compound, and I'm just here to do this quick pre-recorded video. I tried something yesterday. I don't know if it's going to work. I've never tried it before, but what I did is I took this mold and I poured clear resin. First I did the Flex inside the mold, and then I poured some clear resin in there, and then today I stuck it in the freezer. So what my train of thought was, I wanted the crystal ball on this hand to be clear, and I think it worked. It looks like it's going to work. I have a little bit of overpour there, and I think this is frosted because it's been in the freezer, but I think once it warms up, it's going to be fine. Actually, I'm thrilled to death with it. I mean, I think it looks really good. I'll take a scissors and cut off.
Set it down so I can get a look at it.
So I can cut off my overpour. But as you can see, that way, instead of just pouring it all in resin, I wouldn't get a clear, the clear ball like I am here. Do you want me to turn it?
Yeah, perfect.
Like that. And this mold that I actually used, I'm really excited about that. I hope that clears up. It looks like I just used some resin that I had. It was pretty old, and I'm not so sure that it was the best resin. And before I put this in the freezer, it was completely clear. So I think that will probably clear up as it warms up. I'm hoping. And this mold was a mold that I got off of Amazon that I cut in half last year. I think I've done a lot of videos. I've done the whole thing in Flex before, and I just took like a burner type thing and cut it, and it cut relatively fast. And then some of the other molds, I just take a X-Acto knife and I draw a line around them where I want to cut them, and then I'll cut them that way. But as you can see, pretty excited. I think it worked. Some of the other stuff that I was working on, and I'll show you just because it might inspire you to do something different. Nothing here is glued on. But I took the heart mold that I know a lot of people have because I've been using this for a long time. And I actually just cut it. And it was pretty easy. I basically laid my Statue of Liberty right there in the center. And then I cut this. This is just pretty wet. I just got it out of the freezer just a little bit ago. But all I did was I kind of laid this on here, and then I marked off where I wanted to cut it with a pencil, and then I just cut my rectangle, and then I took and folded the pieces back after I took them out.
Cut your rectangle, what does that mean?
Like I drew a pencil line around here. I didn't even grab, oh, here's a pencil.
I mean, for what reason, I guess?
So that I could take the pieces and bend them out.
Oh,
see,
there you go.
Like so, okay.
There you go.
And then as I cut them out, you guys, that's just too wet. I can't cut it. I actually numbered the back of them so that I knew how I wanted them curled when I put them back in to make it a lot easier. I just took and wrote a number and just kind of bent them while they were still wet. You want to do it when it's not come directly out of the freezer, but it's got a little bit of stiffness to it. I can give it a try here and see. Did I just have a pencil? I thought I did.
We'll just use that one as a template.
Yeah, and I just took, like I said, with an X-Acto knife, whatever you want to put in this. I don't think you, I mean, you could do this for a lot of different stuff, not just the Statue of Liberty.
But don't cut it on your kitchen counter.
No, I have something underneath it. I have a piece of cardboard. Yeah, see, that's pretty wet still. I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. But just to show you how easy it will cut. And I was going to try and show you how I curled it. Like so, just like that. And then I just kind of decided where the center was, and I took wedges out of it. You know, I just kind of cut down the center. And then like this piece here, you know, I just cut out like that. And then I just took it and then folded it and set it up here to dry. So you can push it however you want it. You know, you can cut as many pieces out of it as you want, depending on what you're going to put in the center of yours. And I would take the longest area because it's kind of hard to get enough to go around it. And just start bending it and laying it there. And then let it dry. And you can overlap them as you go too. But after it dries a little bit and you take it out to paint it, I seriously would number your backs. Like, you know, so that when you get ready to put it back in, you kind of know how you did it. And I kind of stretched some of them and flattened them out. And just kind of let them dry. And I wanted mine overlapping as well. So that kind of shows you how I did it. And it might be something you might be interested in. I mean, this would be really pretty with some decoupage paper or something coming out of it. And the main thing is just kind of make sure that you leave pieces of pie so that you have something to curl back. You want to make sure that you leave those points. Don't just cut it in a square. Man, this is really wet. But, you know, if you want them coming out the side like that. So anyway.
Show them on the other one. Put it back together. Once you've got your pieces. Show you.
Yeah, once they're dry. I had them all numbered. This was 1. And I just took a pencil. This is number 7. And I'm sure that there's other ways to do this. This was just the way that I came up with. You might be able to come up with something much better. Let's see. 1, 2, I need 3. Maybe that was 3. Here's 4. And honestly, when you mark them, I would take and mark what side you're going to put down. You know, kind of put an arrow or something, just so that you don't have to go back and rethink it. And then just kind of push them in there. I think I have one out of place somewhere here. But anyway.
So it's like bursting out of the heart?
Yeah, so that it comes. And then what I'll do is I'll put this on top of a Jenga block is what I'm going to do. When I get ready to glue this onto my book, I'll put that out of a Jenga block. And as you can see, what I did here on the book is I did stencil with a brick pattern. And I kind of drew out my heart so I knew where I was going to glue my heart. And I didn't put the stencil there just because I didn't want to mess with the texture. So anyway, that's what I did there. Kind of fun, kind of something different to do. You might want to give it a try. And again, I'll post this hand after it's completely dried so that we can see if that resin clears up. I think it will, though, because I can see the frost on it. Anyway, that's all I had to share with you. I hope that maybe this inspires you, and I hope that everybody has a great long weekend. Thank you again. What?
I'm not really sure how to show
Oh, okay. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.